What a matchup we have here inside the Mecca. Matt Riddle and Brian Cage. Cage, no stranger to Las Vegas and Samstown, former FSW heavyweight champion, and Matt Riddle, who many consider the best independent wrestler in the business today.
He might be. I was looking forward to this match more than any other tonight. I expect these two to deliver a classic.
You know, we had a few death machines today, and now we just simply have just the machine.
And we have a bro. It's very rare that people like the unofficial in this business.
Yes. As many know, Matt Riddle, a former UFC performer, and he's transformed in one of the top professional wrestlers in the business. Brian Cage, big smile on his face.
Yeah, first time you get hit by Matt Riddle, though, that smile's going to disappear.
And you know, one thing about Brian Cage, he's
picking up his pec shake with the crowd's clap.
Yes. You know, Cage prides himself on having what is called the match of the night.
And Matt Riddle prides himself on winning matches and showing up machines. This is basically a remake of Terminator 2.
And Matt Riddle, formerly from Vegas, is finally returning as he makes his home down in New Jersey.
Yeah, he trained at the Monster Factory.
Yes.
A couple other schools locally in the area. And basically since his debut in this sport, it's been straight to the top. It's been go time for Matt Riddle.
And look at that.
Tremendous neck strength. Especially when you're in a test of strength with Brian Cage.
Yes, most people are not victorious.
Look at the way Matt Riddle, not able to fully get Cage down. And that test of strength, Riddle, having his arm worked over now by Brian Cage.
An arm wringer.
Expect the unexpected with Matt Riddle and Brian Cage. Both men who are just fantastic at readjusting their strategy in the course of a matchup. Yeah, Matt Riddle doesn't want to piss off the machine.
Oh, look at that, driving the knee right into the midsection. Brian Cage, you know, we've seen his evolution here in Vegas. And he has gotten bigger and bigger as we have seen him. Tremendous talent.
Oh, look at that. Look at the way Cage not letting Riddle send him off into the ropes. Just latching on with that headlock.
You know, he's another guy, Cage, still doing some stuff that you only see a cruiserweight do, the way that Brian can move around the ring, as well as being one of the strongest guys you're going to see.
Oh, he's incredibly agile, incredibly powerful. Look at the way he sends Riddle down with his shoulder.
You know, the last time we had the Super Show here in Vegas, Brian Cage, Callahan, and Keith Lee stole the show. And look at this. He catches him, but Matt Riddle,
like, attempting a rear naked choke, but not able to fully apply it on a man the size of Brian Cage. What a clothesline out of Cage, sends Riddle down. Cage stays on top of him, not letting Riddle create any distance before he drops him down.
Driving him into the mat.
The question is, who's going to dictate the pace in this matchup? Both men can wrestle at a very fast-paced style, but it might almost be in both men's. Both men might be smarter for them to keep it slow until they can hit a high-impact maneuver.
Look at that, Riddle held on, but Cage continues the onslaught. Oh, look at that. Right into the turnbuckle. A lot of force in that one.
Absolutely, and the way Cage just stalking Matt Riddle.
The cover, 1, 2, but only a 2 count as Brian Cage trying to put it to Matt Riddle. making his first professional wrestling appearance in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and look at this. Brian Cage now trying to stretch out the shoulders of Matt Riddle while driving the knee right in the small of the back. Riddle, though, powering out of it. What's Riddle going to try to go for here? Wasn't able to reverse the hold, but he found another way out of it. Oh, man! What a hard kick to the head by Brian Cage. Cage now sends Riddle head first into the turnbuckle. Riddle looks glassy-eyed after that kick. Some say it's his natural state, though.
And once again, Brian Cage trying to get the crowd going.
Oh, Cage, though, missing the corner. Riddle, though, tried to follow it up, but Cage caught him with the uppercut. Riddle kicks him right in the side of the head, sends Cage into the corner, follows it up with a huge leaping forearm smash.
And that might be right there the turning point in the match as Matt Riddle.
Whoa, no, Riddle went for the senton.
And look at that, Cage got up the knees.
Yeah, Cage got up the knees right in the back of Riddle. Oh, and once again with another shot to the head out of Brian Cage. Brian Cage. That's what Riddle has to worry about for Cage, his power and those high impact moves. Look at the strength.
The delayed suplex, and look at this.
Not much Riddle can do when he's in that position. Oh, standing moonsault out of Brian Cage never ceases to amaze me every time I see it.
And that is a 2 count once again as Matt Riddle seems to be in some big trouble right now.
Matt Riddle's firing away with the chops, forearms, but every shot that Matt Riddle delivers to Cage, for every 2 shots he delivers, it seems like one shot by Cage regains him the advantage. Oh, Riddle absorbs that German suplex. Oh, look at the agility of Matt Riddle.
But look at that, Brian Cage right there catches him with the clothesline. And he is looking to put away Matt Riddle.
Cage can be described as explosive, devastating, any other kind of adjective that's kind of scary. Oh man, look at this, Riddle with a fisherman's buster. If he can go for the cover, he might have him, but I don't think he has it in him.
So that the crowd getting behind Matt Riddle.
And you know that's going to be something that Riddle is going to need as this match progresses. He's taking some damage already in this matchup. He's got to get fired up by that crowd. Feed off their energy. Exchanging shots once again are Riddle and Cage. Oh, Cage with a huge uppercut. Look at this, Riddle with the go behind.
Oh, look at that, the knee right to the jaw on Brian Cage, and now he's got him up.
Yeah, short arm knee strike, went for a GTS variation. Cage was having none of it. Tells him to eat this when he kicks him in the face. Yeah, 5.
Oh, once again, the knee connects, and Riddle's got him up.
Oh, let's go the GTS that time. German suplex.
1, 2. That was right there, Brian Cage. Looked like it was all over. I know Cage is very happy. He loves hearing the "This is awesome" chants.
Well, if he's happy, that might be bad for Matt Riddle. Because he's already got his "This is awesome" chant. Now he wants to get the win.
And the big chop by Matt Riddle, whipping to the rope. Oh, Cage.
Oh, Cage come from behind with a pump handle, drops him on his skull.
And look at that, great move as Matt Riddle slides himself outside the ring.
It's a great move in theory until Brian Cage catches you. Oh. Raw power demonstrated by Brian Cage, but doesn't get him the win.
You know, the good news is we reinforced the ring last week as of Jeff Cobb and Keith Lee and Willie Mack, so we should be good on the boards.
Depends how many more times Brian Cage busts out something like that, though. And fans really want the machine to take over. Oh no, Riddle catches him.
Oh, and look at this, Brian Cage, he is in big trouble.
Caught him in an Uma Palata. Not only that, driving his fist into his head. Is Cage gonna tap out? He's dead center of the ring, nowhere near the ropes.
Look at this, Brian Cage, he is trying to fight it off.
He's backlifting
him up. He's got him up, and look at the power. This is it, 1, 2.
Cage wasn't able to put him away, and somehow Matt Riddle kicks out. F5, F5.
1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, Brian Cage.
Contest schedule, one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it's for the FSW No Limits Championship. Your referee, Austin Grimes. Introducing first, the challenger, standing to my left, the father of filth, the original nightmare, your demigod of death. This is Funny Bone! And introducing his opponent, standing to my right, descending from Bloodhaven, he is the reigning and defending FSW No Limits champion, the New Age Daredevil, Damian Drake!
We've seen a new side of Damian Drake come out since winning that championship. But this might be the side of Damian Drake no one knew existed. No one knew about this, but Funny Bone has a tendency to bring things out in his opponents that they didn't know they were capable of. No Limits Championship on the line.
And there's Funny Bone, who of course has his large contingent of fans each and every time he comes out here.
He absolutely does. Funny Bone is one of the most beloved athletes in the company. It's because he's different. It's because he risked his body in every single matchup he's in. And I think he's going to keep his streak alive we always talk about tonight. In a lot of ways, this is about respect. Funny Bone feeling disrespected, especially after that. Fans are going to have to pick a side tonight. At some point, one of these men is going to snap. One of these men are going to do something that the fans are going to be able to get behind. The question is, who's going to do that first? You're just entranced by this, I could tell.
Just watching Damian Drake, I'm seeing the face paint. He's kind of transformed himself tonight.
Damian Drake has been on a transformation since he won that title. In some ways, the pressure of being a champion has gotten to him. He's never had so many people target him in his career.
And the question is, over the last few months, dealing with Remy Marcel and Ice Williams, are they in the back of his mind? Does he think about them a little bit too much and cost him the match tonight with Funny Bone?
It's the problem with being a champion. you can't just focus on one match at a time. You know there's a bunch of challengers in the locker room at any moment on the roster that are going to come after you. Several of them in the building tonight. Some of them protesting.
Some of them are.
Slash, you know, not coming in because they have a previous engagement.
And look at this, Funny Bone. Sweeping the leg.
Both these men are going to go at a quick clip if they have to. Neither of these men actually benefit from slowing down the pace of this matchup. And Funny Bone letting Damian Drake know where he stands in the pecking order. Damian Drake doubling.
Showing no fear.
Doubling the language, the message. Book Joey Ryan versus Funny Bone. Honestly, that might be one way that Funny Bone approaches the people.
Could be. Should ask his wives.
A kick right to the spine of the champion. And a senton out of Funny Bone, driving all his weight on the midsection of the champion.
One.
The experience edge in this matchup obviously goes to Funny Bone. The aerial skills, I think, at this point would go to Damian Drake. A few years back, it was a little bit different.
No doubt about it.
But who has more to prove tonight?
And he just wound up and fired away. And again, we've seen Funny Bone. He'll do whatever it takes to win. He's not going to try to be politically correct in any way.
No, it's not his style, but Damian Drake, if you compare the same guy to a year ago, he'll do things he wouldn't have done a year ago when he's defending that title.
There is definitely an edge in Damian Drake, and maybe it was winning the title, and maybe it's not wanting to lose that title. Sometimes it's the missing ingredient into what makes somebody a champion.
Look at Damian Drake busting out that Hurricane Rana, running shooting star press.
1, 2.
It looked like he overshot Funny Bone a little bit, but he actually might have caused more damage because his knees landed in the midsection of Funny Bone. Now the champion, he was ready to deliver the shots, and Funny Bone's ready to take them.
He's asking for more.
Look at this. Damian Drake just unleashing everything he has, but it's not enough. It's absolutely not enough. And here against Funny Bone, stringing together those strikes to floor the champion.
And the crowd, as we said, definitely split between Funny Bone and Damian Drake.
They want to see a competitive match for the No Limits title. They want to see these men give everything they have.
That was more of a thud.
That's what you were looking for, I guess. This should be his next shirt.
He's got about 100 of them. The demigod of merch. Oh, look at that.
Damian Drake, that was interesting. But the double stomp out of Funny Bone. Right to the spine of the champion. Like I said, the more risk these men take, in theory, it benefits their style. But it can also backfire on anybody at any given moment.
And Funny Bone's getting the crowd revved up. They would love to see a title change tonight.
Yeah, they would love to see history. They would love to see the 8-month title reign of Damian Drake come to an end and Funny Bone regain that title.
Oh, look at that. Huge forearm.
And Funny Bone feeling it right now. Got to try to do something to put Damian Drake away. Damian Drake didn't get all of them, but clipped enough of them.
Look at this, quickly going to the second rope.
Oh, he's going for another Hurricane Rana. This one from the middle. Look at Damian Drake doing everything he can to fight out of that.
And he did until he just got caught with the big knee.
And another double stomp to the spinal column.
We could have a new champion. The cover, 1, 2. Oh, that one was close. Damian Drake had a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah, Damian Drake, though, trying to create some separation, sends himself to the floor. But if you've watched any Funny Bone matches, you know that's not a safe space.
And listen to the crowd.
Looks like he's actually, the fans at home can't see it, but he's pointing at Damian Drake's dad. As he just unleashed on the Funny Bone, or on Damian Drake.
And his father, Sean, trying to cheer on the kid.
Now he's going to take your water.
Taking my water.
I think it was yours, not mine. Oh, and Damian Drake caught the water-filled charging challenger, using his dad as a weapon to spike Funny Bone on the floor. And Funny Bone took too much time feeding your H2O, and it turned the tides of this matchup, because here comes Damian Drake ascending to the top. And flying through the air to deliver that shot to the challenger.
1, 2. And I thought it might have been enough to put away Funny Bone, but not quite.
Yeah, he caught him square in the jaw. You would think that would have been able to defeat him, but it wasn't meant to be tonight, at least not yet.
You got some of Damian Drake's fans trying to get him going. Try to put away Funny Bone.
What he needs to do, he needs to feed off the energy of his fans to try and put away Funny Bone.
And look at these guys going back and forth. They both want that championship.
These men are giving all themselves to try and make this a memorable No Limits championship matchup.
Funny Bone, the grizzled vet, about 20 years into the business.
And you know what? When these grizzled vets, these guys with a lot of experience, see other people rising the ranks, they get a little jealous, especially when they were defeating these guys early in their careers.
Well, he's been doing it for 20 years, and Damian Drake's about 23 years old. You know, made a big name for himself. He's worked Ring of Honor, Impact, AAA this year.
Here it comes.
1,267 straight matches where Funny Bone has connected with the suicide dive. That's a record.
That Cal Ripken-like suicide dive record. He never misses a match. That suicide dive shows up in every battle he's in, and if he goes for another one, the champion's going to be in trouble.
Oh, and the second time, not a charm. I think Damian Drake read him.
Damian Drake felt it coming. And now Damian Drake looking to go back up top. Damian Drake ready to risk it, but he gets caught.
With a headbutt.
And we almost had a new champion.
Funny Bone almost won with a headbutt that Damian Drake came off the top rope like a flying headbutt, but he was the one who got nailed with it.
And you see Drake's eyes glossed over. He was almost talking to himself. Almost like he was trying to psych himself up to continue this matchup. The crowd coming alive.
And Funny Bone
wants the best that Damian Drake can bring.
As you can see, the welts on the chest. Look at Damian Drake's chest.
Welting up from those shots from Funny Bone.
Funny Bone asking for one more.
It's almost like Funny Bone wants some welts himself.
And those big forearms.
Oh! Just stomps the foot of Funny Bone. Damian Drake going around. Double underhook. Yeah, powerbomb. Tiger bomb.
1, 2.
And there are people in here who are more shocked than Damian Drake that didn't put away Funny Bone.
And what is it going to take to put away the demigod of death tonight? He is on a mission to get back the FSW No Limits Championship. But we know Damian Drake does not want to give it up.
Damian Drake does not want to give up that championship. It's everything he's fought for. And he was going to try to finish him off with something high risk. But the demigod of death rises from death to take the champion.
Nails him with a big enziguri.
Take him down and stop his momentum.
And Funny Bone, what has he got in store for Damian Drake next?
So he's going to try to bring him up and over. Damian Drake fighting it with everything he has.
Looks like he's going for the superplex, but Damian Drake's able to fight him off.
Plants him face first. Senton Atomico. Will that be enough?
1, 2.
It's not enough. And the demigod of death is going to try to look for that kill shot. Damian Drake, to his credit, didn't waste any time. To try and get this matchup going. Death Valley bomb, and he spiked him on the back of his neck.
And can Funny Bone get it done? Could he put away Damian Drake and recapture the No Limits Championship? But he is slow to get up, and he can't finish him off.
Yeah, both these guys are letting it all hang out with that title on the line. And Damian Drake's already back to his knees.
Right here! Bring it, bitch! Bring it!
And Damian Drake, the boy, has become a man.
Is he ready for this? He feels he's ready. I don't know if he feels that way anymore.
And Funny Bone says it is time to finish off Damian Drake.
He's gonna be
1, 2.
No!
And the crowd cannot believe it.
There are people disputing whether that was 3 or not.
They are in stunned disbelief that Damian Drake was able to kick out.
Yeah, some people are a little bit too angry about that not being a 3. And Funny Bone, it's almost like he's taking pleasure in the fact that he's going to be able to dish out more punishment to young Damian Drake.
It also feels like he's gotten himself some more fans tonight. They want to see it.
There's pieces of Funny Bone all over the ring, but is he about to become the No Limits champion again tonight?
And he is going up top. I'd say if he hits it, it's all over, but who knows?
You think so? Luckily for him, he rolls through, but Damian Drake back up. Catches him in the back of the head. Right between the shoulder blades with that knee. Running knee strike in the ropes. And another one. Damian Drake triggering the violence.
1, 2, 3.
Your winner of the match, and still FSW No Limits champion, Damian Drake.
It took 4 or 5 of those knees to take down Funny Bone. Want to welcome everybody, thank everybody who is watching live, our very first live pay-per-view on FITE TV. Look at the crowd showing the respect. You know, want to thank all our sponsors, all our people that have helped us out throughout the time here, Jake.
Look how these guys are trying to have a moment. You're just talking about other stuff here.
And I think Funny Bone is going to show some respect to the kid, who is no longer a kid, Damian Drake. Damian Drake has earned every bit of respect possible from Funny Bone tonight. These men did
I know a lot of the fans were excited here to meet Tessa Blanchard earlier today. And now we'll see the champ in action.
Yeah, Tessa Blanchard, her reputation speaks for itself. First ever female to hold the Impact World Championship. Lacey Ryan, the reigning FSW Women's Champion, yet to be defeated in an FSW ring.
This is going to be the toughest test to date for Lacey Ryan, no doubt about it.
Definitely, she defeated Taya Valkyrie for that title last September. And at the time, that was her toughest challenge to date, her toughest match to date.
But they've been lined up, and Lacey Ryan has taken them all out. And tonight is a night that she wants to prove that she's the best out there. So now she gets the opportunity.
And Tessa offering the hand of respect. No, we're not. Tessa Blanchard, you got to earn that from her. And tonight's Lacey Ryan's chance to do that.
Yeah, and I think there's also a little bit of mind games going on right here, right, by Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah,
her dad, one of the very, very best in the history of this business at mind games. So I've no doubt that Tessa Blanchard's well versed in that.
And her grandfather was a promoter named Joe, and those people are never cool.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing here. Lacey Ryan trying to step it up here. Biggest matchup of her short career. Tessa Blanchard has not been wrestling as long as her stature would suggest. She's only a few years into the sport, and she's already accomplished a lot.
And right now, just watch her.
You know, Tessa, very strong, great athlete. A lot of times enjoys those advantages in the ring with her opponent. I'm not sure she does tonight. And the hand is not supposed to bend that way.
No, not at all. Lacey Ryan. That happens to you, especially in the early part of a matchup. When you go to try to grip any hold, it's not going to work out well for you.
Yeah, it becomes very difficult. Nice counter there, though, by Lacey Ryan, showing she's got some mat skills.
You know, there's no doubt there's a good chance that Tessa underestimates the skill level of Lacey Ryan.
Well, again, I'm just looking physically. It looks like Lacey Ryan can go toe-to-toe with Tessa from a physical standpoint, which a lot of competitors can't in there.
Certainly not. Top wrist lock by Tessa Blanchard brings down Lacey Ryan.
It's going to take a little bit more than that to take out Lacey. You know,
but this is a first time ever meeting. They're going to try and feel each other out, see what the other one's made of.
Yeah, sometimes it's just kind of seeing how well versed your opponent is, what kind of counters they know, what situations they can get out of. You know, sometimes it's a little cat and mouse as much as it is anything else. Again, feeling out process, as you said. You don't just go in there necessarily and start delivering your most effective offense off the bat.
Lacey Ryan goes for the cover. She knew she wasn't going to get it, but just wants to put it out there for Tessa Blanchard, who decided to slide to the outside and take a little breather.
Tessa might be trying to re-strategize a little.
And Lacey inviting Tessa back into the ring. You know, talking with Lacey, she has been looking forward to this match for a couple of months since we
we're putting it together.
Well, this is the kind of match with, you know, even win, lose, or draw. Obviously, you want to win. You win, it shoots you right to the top. Now you're going to be on everyone's lips, right? You're going to make a name for yourself real quickly. But even just going in there and having a great showing, it can do the same thing. You know, people can really see right now you're testing yourself against someone who's at the very top of their game, top of their profession. How are you going to compete? How are you going to stack up against them?
You know, taking a look at that, I remember a couple years ago you took on a young Chris Bay, who was an outstanding up-and-coming guy. You know, in all reality, you had nothing to gain if you beat Chris Bay, but if he beat you, it's like, oh my God, Austin Aries lost to this kid.
Yeah,
you know.
well, and I think too, you take into account at that time where Chris's experience level was, and you could just see with, you know, how he was able to handle himself in the ring with me, that he had a great future ahead of him. And again, this is the same thing for Lacey Ryan. She's showing she belongs in the ring with someone like Tessa Blanchard. She's showing the level she's capable of competing at.
1, 2, she connected with the kick as Tessa ducked her head, but then she ate it with the kick to the face.
Yeah, Lacey being one step ahead of Tessa, got her a 2 count there. Now she's got to try and build on that to get the victory. Oh man, right to the back of the head.
That'll stop you real quick.
And here comes Tessa.
Oh, right to the small of the back.
Tessa, this is where she's able to put everybody away, where she's able to build momentum like this. And that's putting together that offense.
You see right there the difference Tessa Blanchard and some other competitors tonight. She connected, she got in the ring, she covered her opponent, she hooked the leg, she got her weight on top of her. She's not messing around in there with Lacey Ryan, so she is taking her seriously. And you see the viciousness and everything is with intent with Tessa Blanchard. No wasted motion.
Yeah, you almost saw the first time Tessa rolled out to the outside of the ring. Her whole dynamic in this match changed. She got a little bit more aggressive and began showing a little bit more attitude.
So you're really working on that lower back too. And I tell you what, you know, someone who's had some lower back issues in his career, that's your core. That'll take everything from you. You can't stand. You don't have any, you know, core strength. Very difficult. And it'll take your wind out of you too. You know, smart strategy by Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, I imagine even climbing to the top rope or anything is painful when your back's hurt.
Even just kicking out, that motion of kicking out.
Oh, man.
Right there in the baby maker right there. You gotta be careful.
Oh, and look at that, Tessa with the...
Now a little disrespect.
1, 2.
Well, Tessa's showing a little disrespect to Lacey, but we know she's taking her very seriously. She just wants Lacey to realize who she's dealing with.
You see not a lot of pandering to the crowd, not a lot of walking away from her opponent, staying on top of Lacey Ryan, not giving her a chance to breathe and recoup. This is why Tessa Blanchard's in the position she is in the industry.
Irish whip sends her so hard to the buckles. Lacey Ryan bounced back.
On the big right hand to the top of the head of Lacey Ryan, and Tessa's just keeping the pressure on.
Nice quick counter, almost caught her by surprise.
Yeah, tried to get the quick victory in that scenario.
Only takes 3 seconds.
And Lacey Ryan firing away on Tessa Blanchard.
Well, she's trying to make a comeback here, get a little... And again, taking her back away from her opponent.
Oh!
Shoulder block and then a clothesline.
Lacey Ryan showing the Impact World Champion what she's all about.
Oh!
And that could do it there.
Free nose job for Tessa Blanchard right there with that kick. Holy cow.
And what a quick snap suplex connecting. And Tessa looks like she's not sure where she is. And this could be it. 1, 2.
Big upset.
Almost pulled off the upset, but Lacey Ryan does not have time to question the referee's count.
She looks in disbelief, and I'll tell you what, most women she's been in the ring with, that would have been a 3. She's seeing Tessa Blanchard's a different breed in there. She's going to have to find something else to get the job done, because that didn't do it.
And right now, Lacey Ryan in command, but the reversal by Tessa. Oh, and she gets the big boot up right to the jaw.
Another big kick. Look, smart move by Tessa. She's taking her legs out, creating a little space distance time for her, measuring her.
A lung blower.
1, 2. Not quite 3. It's Tessa Blanchard and Lacey Ryan are going back and forth. Great women's matchup here at the Mecca 6.
So I've been really impressed with Lacey Ryan so far.
And she is quickly getting on a lot of people's radar. And a victory tonight could put her over the top.
He's got hammerlock DDT.
Oh, look at the strength of Lacey Ryan.
Had that scouted, which is smart.
Tremendous counter. She realized what would have happened if Tessa hit that hammerlock DDT.
She's put a lot of people in with that maneuver. Ooh.
Slingshot elbow right to the heart of Tessa Blanchard.
1, 2.
Got deep cover. Really made Tessa had to work for that kick out there.
Lacey Ryan, she is pulling out all the stops, wanting to get this victory tonight. And she is looking, and
she's too frustrated. She is too frustrated about not being able to put away Tessa.
You know, she needs to put the attack on.
And this crowd rallying behind her. Got to help her adrenaline.
What did you do, Austin Aries, when you had a guy that you thought you were putting away, and no matter what you did, you couldn't?
Cheat.
Well, there you go. Maybe Lacey Ryan needs to...
Is that a Minnesota thing?
No. It's a success thing.
Oh, no.
And she connects with the stunner. 1, 2. Oh. I thought this time it was it, Jay.
And now Tessa Blanchard, she seems more angry about not being able to put away Lacey Ryan instead of frustrated. She's pissed. She thought this was just another competitor she was going to steamroll over.
Yeah, she can't let that frustration get in her way right now. She's got Lacey in a good spot. She's just got to finish the job.
Tried something there. Lacey dodged it.
Oh, and
another kick, big kick. Lacey Ryan impressive with her feet. Oh,
twisting her into the knee.
1, 2, 3.
Wow,
again.
there were people here who thought that was 3.
I was one of them.
And listen to the crowd. They thought the match was over.
Lacey Ryan letting the frustration get the best of her. It's not the referee's fault.
She needs to keep the attack going. She's got it going. She's rolling.
Hey, Lacey knew how resilient Tessa was coming into this match. She knew she was going to have to bust out her heavy artillery to win.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know until you're actually in there. You can have an idea, but until you start laying in the wood and realize it ain't going to be enough to keep them down.
And Lacey rocking her with another big forearm to the jaw. Can't worry about the fans. You got to worry about yourself.
She's almost incensed at this point.
Tessa almost just got knocked off the top by Lacey.
And Tessa is fighting for dear life.
She's trying to power her way out. Kidney.
Oh, and a smart move by Lacey Ryan right there.
And it looks like Tessa either hurt her knee or ankle coming off the top. Release German suplex. Tessa Blanchard eats it. And it's, oh man, look at that. Lacey
Nice
Ryan
counter.
is so quick with her counter.
Oh, and look at that.
Carter.
1, 2, 3, and there it is.
Just that quick, boys.
As you said, it only takes
Your
3.
winner of this match, Tessa Blanchard!
Well, it shows you when you perfected a finishing maneuver like that you can literally hit it out of anywhere, and it will end the match. And Tessa Blanchard,
There's a reason she's on top of her game.
She came out to the adulation of the crowd, and halfway through it, they were all against her.
Hey, they wanted to see the upset.
people love you while you're chasing, while you're the underdog, and once you're on top, they all want to knock you off. Jealousy sets in. Tessa Blanchard getting a taste of that now, but so far so good. Victorious here tonight.
And as we've talked about Lacey Ryan, she has definitely proved herself as one of the top female competitors in the business today.
And she just went toe-to-toe with the best female competitor in the game.